We're live. Hey there, Jamie.
Wow.
I don't mind being. This is actually probably makes sense that I wear these because
Yes.
I'm
You can't self-regulate regulate.
No, it's easier because it doesn't freak me out if I don't know what I'm saying and how it hears.
Gotcha.
You have the confidence, and John has the confidence.
John's a smart man. Lulu, it's okay. We're having a thunderstorm outside, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Conversation Pit. I believe this is episode 6 or 7. I'm not entirely sure.
I think so.
It's the number's out there on YouTube. The number exists, and you saw the name of the video, so you're good.
Yep.
Tonight I'm flying solo again. No Will Hardiman. Very sad. Very sad. He's a great guy, and what we're seeing is an attack on his character. They're making him work. Okay, he shouldn't be forced to work. Nobody wants to work. So I'm the only host tonight, but two returning guests for the podcast. Mr. Aiden Flaherty, welcome.
Thank you. I'm here all night. I appreciate it. It's great to be here. We're on to Atlanta. Actually,
We're on to Cincinnati.
we're on to Cincinnati, actually.
And an exceptionally drunk already, Mr. John Williams, off of 2 glasses of that yak.
Yo, I kind of... No, I can't say that. Never mind. Never mind.
What's the name of the cognac you brought us?
I'm about to embarrass myself pronouncing this.
Let me see.
Salignac?
Salignac.
Or it kind of looks like it would be Salignac.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know, though, because you don't say cognac, but it could be one of those things where, like how, armadillo should be armadillo, but...
Well, you know the French.
Yeah, exactly.
Sacre bleu, es mi mama.
LOL. Got him.
What was his name in that show?
Harpo. After the song.
Harpo, yeah, like Harpo Marx.
Ironically, Oprah's production studio is also named Harpo Studios, because it's her name reversed.
Huh,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I know, weird, just random trivia like that. But when it comes to actual life skills,
No, that's
those,
useful.
Well, is it though?
I mean, you might be able to get a Jeopardy question with that.
That's true. I could be the next Ken Jennings.
Not quite.
No, listen. That guy, he has too much time on his hands.
He's too smart. You could be like a James Holzhauer. Kind of smart, but really just
I
know
have
how
a
to play
funny
the game.
story about that guy.
You've met James Holzhauer?
No, so you know how I take care of those dogs?
Yeah.
So Casper, the white one, he looks at me with these human eyes when he's doing something mischievous. And while he was with us for about a week, my parental unit and my mother, he looked at us while we were watching the Family Feud Tourney of Champions, the original.
I believe you don't mean Family Feud. I believe you mean Jeopardy.
You're right. Sorry, the Jeopardy Tourney of Champions, Family Feud Tourney of Champions.
What a disgrace.
I thought John was the junk
Fucking
one.
no.
No, I'm just I get confused. I might have early onset dementia or something.
Okay, Joe. Well, listen. We're gonna go over there. We're gonna meet with Steve Harvey, and we're gonna say what is the Israeli-Palestine conflict.
Hey, don't make me laugh. I'm gonna screw up the rest of the story. So, the end aspect.
I think we should just bring Ben and Jerry's over there, and we can fix the whole thing.
See, this is my big controversial take about the Israeli-Palestine conflict.
Oh boy!
God.
If I were stuck,
We're on minute 3.
no. Listen, I think what's going on is a disgrace. I will not take a side explicitly on air. However, if my life was as miserable as it is for Palestinians in Gaza and in the West Bank, and they took away my Ben and Jerry's, I'd be very upset. That would push me over the edge. I feel like that's very... So anyway, to end this story about the dog...
Yeah, man, I'm not touching that.
No, I'm just going
to sit...
I'm an ice cream addict. I can't help it.
You see ice cream genocide and
Damage
you think...
control.
No, I never said anything about that. I said only about ice cream. I'd be very
I said
upset.
ice cream genocide. They're genociding all the best Ben and Jerry's flavors, particularly in the West Bank and Gaza.
So the moral of this story about the dog is that he looked at me with the exact same look that... What's his name? James Holzhauser?
James Holzhauer.
Well, whatever.
Lulu busting with the mic.
Holzhauser, Halfhauser. It's the same thing.
Holzhauer.
Holzhauer. Mr.
Holworth.
James Holzhauer. This dog has a good look about him in the eye area because he has the exact same human
He also
gaze.
has a shit-eating grin.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
It is.
Like worse than American Psycho look. It's just not fun.
American Psycho, fantastic film. Have you seen it?
I've seen several good portions of it, and this is why I haven't. Because I value our friendship enough to hold off on the good movies till I'm with you.
Well, listen, I can give you homework. There's a lot.
All right, yeah.
There's a lot of great movies you haven't seen. I feel like Godfather Part 2. We discussed this earlier.
Yeah, well,
Bruh.
you
You haven't finished Casino, which after we finish this podcast,
Yeah, don't worry.
we're gonna do Casino start to finish.
Okay,
gentlemen,
yeah,
because you can't cut.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't even like. I remember only a few things.
Yeah.
So we'll take care of Casino
That'll be
tonight, and then
transcendent.
depending on what time it is, we might be able to squeeze in another film.
That's correct.
I would be down to watch American Psycho tonight.
American
I like that
Psycho is
movie.
very good. I'm glad you've seen it,
Yeah.
John.
I've seen it like twice, I think.
Perhaps the greatest single performance of Christian Bale's career.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it certainly is the most layered. I have a lot of respect for what he did with The Prestige, especially playing two different people.
Yep.
Surprise! If spoiler alert, I guess.
No, that's all right.
I just realized that that's like a major plot.
No. That's all
Yeah, the
right.
movie's been
No,
out
you
for
know from the
50
start, though. You know from the
Well,
start.
Do they reveal that he has a brother at the very beginning? I haven't seen that movie in so
No,
long.
I don't think. I thought that was a theory.
Oh.
I don't
No,
think that's
this-
officially true.
That's true. They reveal it at the end.
It's okay. It's not
They keep
American.
switching places. Well, listen, I'm saying The Prestige has been out for like
Yeah.
almost 20 years now.
Wait,
so
wait. Oh, you're talking about The Prestige?
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about American Psycho, dude. That's why I was like.
Have
what are you
another
talking-
drink.
That's why I was like, why
Have
are you
another
saying
drink.
he
I'm
was
saying,
super beef?
I'm saying, of all the different performances that Christian Bale has done throughout his career, I have a lot of respect for what he did in The Prestige. Also, a particular favorite of mine is Vice. I think his physical transformation, gaining about 50 pounds worth of fat, was absolutely insane. He was robbed not only of the Oscar win, but also of the actual discussion of what a physical transformation is. So the same year that he was nominated for the Best Actor Oscar for Vice. This is a controversial take of mine, but I've held it since the beginning, and I think people are starting to come around. Bohemian Rhapsody was released, which was the Rami Malek-led Freddie Mercury movie, and I want to get your opinion on this, John, as a fellow musician, and also somebody who might understand some of the different intricacies in that. I don't think that movie's very good. I don't think that it's edited particularly well. And I don't think that Rami Malek putting in fake teeth and then lip syncing to Mark Martel, who is a sound-alike and a look-alike of Freddie Mercury, is particularly good acting. I find very little redeemable in that film, and I think it just acts as a series of Queen music video remakes strung together by a very loose plot. They play with the actual chronology of the history, and it seems disrespectful not only to his memory but to the legacy of the band. A much better musical biopic that has come out in the last couple of years is Rocket Man, starring Taron Egerton, which if you've not seen, I recommend so greatly because Taron Egerton actually sings the songs. And it might seem like a small touch, but it makes a big difference in creating the world and actually keeping up the facade of it being, something that's more true to life. But I don't know. Do you share that opinion of mine on Bo Rap?
Well, I haven't seen
Rocket
not
Man?
Rocket Man. No, I've seen Rocket Man. Rocket Man is really good.
You haven't
I
seen
haven't
Bohemian
seen
Rhapsody?
Bohemian Rhapsody. No,
Well, you're not missing much.
I just like don't. I honestly hate movies about music.
Well, then,
I like.
did you
don't
like
think
Rocket
it's
Man?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was really good, but normally I don't seek it out.
Hmm.
Normally I think it's really fucking dumb. I don't know why.
Yeah, like that Doors
Unless it's
movie.
like a documentary, then I'll watch it. But most of the time, like, I don't find any like the dramatizations, I guess, or the dramas based on like bands. I
It's
don't
never
find
based
any.
in fact.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that. It's like I'm like, bro, like this just makes me want to turn off the movie and listen to them instead.
Right?
Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
especially like in the Elton John movie in Rocket Man, like they perform the songs in full. Like it's actually worth you watching the movie.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how hard his life was, to be honest. I knew he, was a big he was a big advocate for AIDS, which for a while was not, cool or widely accepted. He's gay at a time where it was really bad, and I was like, yeah, I'm sure like he had a tough time growing up when he was gay, but like you never really think about what that's like until you see it like depicted in the movie at that time. And two, like I also didn't know that. I honestly must have been living under a rock. I didn't know he was like addicted.
Really?
I didn't know he was an addict. No.
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't
very
know
open
about that
about
at
that
all,
in
yeah.
discussion, and I like that they don't sugarcoat it as
Yeah.
much. In Bohemian Rhapsody, obviously you can't tell the story of Freddie Mercury without at least addressing the fact that he was on all kinds of horrible substances. But, he just kind of looks sick for like 2 scenes. And then is fine by the time they have to do Live Aid and they heal their relationship and stuff. Whereas in Rocket Man, people leave his life permanently because of that. And he, has a suicide attempt, among other things. I mean, it's very much... It just seems more respectful to the artist, especially someone like Freddie Mercury or somebody like Elton John, to not whitewash the history, to just tell the truth, and people can either accept it or they can fuck off. I mean, that's probably what Elton would say.
Who would you before you say your piece?
Yeah.
Who would you rank to be better though, the Queen or Elton John? Because I feel like that's a close race.
That's like picking my favorite dish. I can't do that.
I
If
feel
I
like
was a
that's
chef,
that's an insane.
I think I like more. I feel like more Elton John songs I listen to now because they haven't been overplayed as much on the radio.
That's true.
I feel like there's 5 or 6 Queen songs that have been tainted in my mind because of
I
how
could
often
see that.
Bohemian Rhapsody is one of them. When that comes on the radio, I don't even listen to it. I'll change the station.
See, I don't listen to the radio or seek it out anymore, so when it comes on, I'm like, fuck yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it 2 or 3 times a day if I'm doing a lot of driving or whatever. And
I'm that way with other Queen songs, though.
Bohemian Rhapsody's one. Don't Stop Me Now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's played a lot.
Yeah,
Although I
and
like
that
the hook
song's
of that
a
song
bop,
way
yeah.
better. Yeah, it's
It's
Gaga,
really
you
unfortunate.
think?
Radio Gaga is not as on
Radio
as
Gaga,
much.
I feel like, is talked about more than I actually hear it.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's
It's a
a great
good song.
point. That's a
It's
great
a really
point.
good
yeah.
They Are
song.
the
but-
Champions and
fuck.
and We Will Rock You, always a back-to-back
Yeah.
double feature.
Oof, Maroon.
Yeah, I can't listen to those songs either.
Yeah.
That said, my favorite Elton John song I almost never hear on the radio. I'm Still Standing.
I hear
I
it on like
very
WRR,
rarely-
but it's like once a day. Or
Yeah,
some
it's
shit.
not-
Yeah.
I
Not even
maybe
once a day.
I don't catch it as much, but I very hardly hear it.
But that song has like endeared really well. Like that's one of his most popular songs. I think like people from our generation would even identify that as like
yeah,
even over maybe Rocket Man or Your Song or anything like that. Tiny
Yeah.
Dancer even.
well, Tiny Dancer is still pretty fucking good. I
oh,
I have
yeah,
to I have
oh
to
my
give a
God.
special shout out to Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting.
Yep.
I mean, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road entirely, but
Yes.
specifically
Yes.
Saturday Night. Woo! I mean, everyone talks about Madman Across the Water, but
Dude, Candle in
Golly.
the Wind.
oh,
Oh my god.
we might just end up listening to my old Elton John records.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I'm totally fine with that.
What is your take? Well, both your takes on concert films, like the ones that okay,
Concert
example.
films, you said?
Are you saying like
like Rattle and Hum or like the Led Zeppelin like live shows that were recorded and
Hmm.
played into movies, made into movies essentially, but like almost like
Yeah.
documentaries
Yeah,
essentially.
I have a certain. It depends, I think, on a lot of different things. Production value is one that I value pretty highly on when it comes to those types of movies. You know, you could just stick a tripod in the front row and have it be this stationary thing and like not put a lot of effort or money into it. And sure, the music's there and you've captured a moment in history, like that's fine. But a group like Led Zeppelin or AC/DC is another really good example that has quite a few different live concert documentary features like you're talking about. And what they do really well, especially when there's money involved, is they try to capture what it's like to actually be at the show. So they'll a few different camera angles, sometimes some drone footage or a sky cam. They try to do their best to get the pyrotechnics actually in frame. You know, it's one thing to just. Sometimes it can be a video album, and other times it's a recording of a concert. I don't know, John. Do you feel the same?
I mean, I think that, yeah, there's an important distinction. I even remember, I feel like growing up, our generation, like, I feel like the early 2010s had some really, really good music videos that, like, we didn't even understand how fucking dope they were because we were young and fucking stupid.
Yeah. Do
Because, like,
you have any examples?
dude, I can't say the full title, but Paris by Kanye West and Jay-Z.
Fellas in Paris.
Fellas in Paris. That video's insane. That video's nuts. Like, and it's concert footage, and then they overlaid these, it's based on a luxury brand design. It's based on oh my fucking god, what is it? Anyway, it's based on, like, I want to say a Margiela t-shirt or some shit.
I don't know.
But like Mason Margiela.
They've clearly gone above and beyond.
It's Givenchy. Never mind, Givenchy.
Okay.
But they had like
I'll take your word
they
for
had
it.
Givenchy designers. This would be like Versace collabing with you, like on the video and the effects and
Whoa.
the merch for the concert too. Yeah, that shit's crazy. It's like basically it would be like a scene from Purple Rain. You know how like in Purple Rain, it's the full song, but there's shit going on in between.
Yeah.
It's like that. That's how it's like shot.
Wow. Yeah, I think Quincy Jones is probably who we should credit with some of the...
Thriller?
Yeah, exactly. Some of the
Yep.
modern advancements or the way that we think of not concert footage, music videos for what Quincy Jones did with Thriller. I mean, that is a 5-minute movie. Actually, it's probably longer than that because the song
No, it's
is
way
5
longer
minutes.
than yeah.
The movie,
it's like
the
25
videos,
minutes.
yeah, it's like a short film, and you know, say what you will about Michael Jackson. I guess there's important conversations being had about him and his legacy, but that song's fucking bop.
Yeah, dude, I'd banger. Sorry, Chief.
Yeah, it's like, can we separate the art from the artist a little bit here?
I feel like it is easier to do that though when somebody's dead.
Yes.
That I feel no qualms.
Which is why I
about.
can't wait till Kevin Spacey dies.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
valid thing because you
Yeah,
don't
dude.
want to in this day and age like with
I'd put a bullet in him myself. It would be an honor.
with streaming, you're still even though you're not necessarily paying for the product, you're still making money off of it. So it's hard when R. Kelly first was getting whacked. I consciously avoided him for a while because it was like I always knew about that shit. Like we all did.
Macklemore made a joke about it in like
And it was
2012.
fine. But now, yeah, exactly. But now we're finally like, wait, what the fuck is this man doing? I had to
I don't
like
think
take a
people
break from
knew-
his music because of that.
I don't think
for a
people
while.
knew that he had like a sex cult. I think people thought he was a little creepy.
But like, he was on video
And-
peeing on a 13-year-old. Like,
She was 13?
yes, yeah,
Oh, damn. I
Yeah,
didn't know
dude.
that. I didn't even know there was a video.
yeah.
Clearly,
it was like being
well, listen, the
distributed
remix to
online.
Ignition, you know,
Dude, he did
dot.
that like while doing that. Like he like in the same like month or some shit.
It
might have
goes to
been
show you just
after.
have one killer track and that's life.
yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Well,
I don't know any. I think I know
Yeah.
Ignition and I know Real Talk, and that's it.
Well, they used to
Well, the-
sing "I Believe I Can Fly" at like churches
Yep.
and services and stuff, which is like,
Oh shit, he
Fucked,
sung
man.
that?
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
but so it became so
He's
popular.
a
Dude,
big
Space
writer,
Jam.
big writer too.
Well,
Space Jam just like totally got recontextualized for me.
Well, it's crazy.
He was
because-
probably
yeah.
peeing on Lola Bunny.
God damn it, dude.
Well, listen, like I mean, the sad thing is
Edit.
that there's no way you could possibly. I mean, there are people in the music industry who know, but like the average listener, especially people who are, God-fearing people who are just trying to worship the Lord. I can't blame. They're not really at fault for that, but I think they'll, like you said, it's about the legacy of a particular artist, whether it's R. Kelly or MJ or whoever. I mean,
Prince.
Yeah.
Especially the situation with
Sinead.
Sinead O'Connor.
The thing with Prince is, I kind of could see that being true. He was like on some weird, wild shit.
Oh, doesn't
like,
shock me.
Yes, Sinead O'Connor is Sinead O'Connor, but like that sounds like it sounds like a
Salute.
reason he would be offended. Like her justification, like what she said, his justification was for like coming to her house and shit.
Didn't
and,
he
like-
beat the shit out of her with like a pillow with books in it or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. But like him being mad at her swearing, he would definitely do that over some shit like that.
yeah, wasn't he a Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah, that's when he was fucking nuts.
He was a Jehovah's
He
Witness.
was already crazy. Yeah, he died a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah,
Well, at
and,
least he's with the Lord.
Jehovah.
Well, what's also
Yahweh.
giant, what's a giant fucking meme, is that when in like 2003 or 2004 or some shit, they interviewed him and for some reason they got to the topic of like gay people, and he was like, yeah, he said something to like the effect of like, like God's watching or like some shit like that. It's like, Prince, bro, have you seen yourself dress?
Yeah.
Like, fam, I'm sorry to tell you this, Chief, but
At that point, was he not called the artist formerly known as
I
Prince?
think that was only for a few months in like the 90s when he was beefing with Warner Brothers. And
Oh,
then
was it
got
about
out,
royalties or
He got
something?
out of his contract and then came back to them like 10 years later.
Well, it's funny because like
I think he died being signed to them. He might have.
that whole
Don't
situation
quote me on that,
with
Prince. I'm sorry, Daddy.
no, that's all right. I don't have to apologize.
Who are you apologizing to?
To Prince
Oh,
for possibly misleading the public.
I mean, I don't think he cares.
nah, he's
Nah, he
living it
might.
up.
He's got more problems.
He might.
Yeah, he does.
He needs to pray for all of us sinners, because he's a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, that's true.
Like with that situation with
Remember when he was in New Girl?
Yeah.
he wasn't. Wow.
He was in an episode of New
That
Girl.
episode's pretty good.
It aired after his Super Bowl performance.
Wait, did it? I
Yeah.
thought he did that in like 2007.
No, well, that was about the time he did his Super Bowl performance.
I thought New Girl started in like the 2010s.
I'm almost positive because I looked it up. I was like, why is Prince in this? After I watched that episode, and I'm almost certain it aired after his Super Bowl performance.
Yeah.
In any event, one of the great Super Bowl performances of all time. Maroon 5, Eat Your Heart Out. Shakira, though, call me.
Damn.
All right. Yeah. I mean,
Lady
listen,
Gaga,
Paul's finna get bonked.
Yeah, the whole Sinead O'Connor and Prince situation is totally
Nah. Lady Gaga's up there.
No, she
Nah,
is. I
yeah,
agree.
you're
Yeah,
right.
I'm not
He
gonna
was
let
right.
you disrespect her like that. Aiden, continue.
That bit where she
Thank
jumped
you.
off the side of the thing.
I
and
just
was,
needed to put
Spider-Man-ing
that
down.
out there.
Stefania Germanotti is a great human being, and I respect her deeply. The whole situation with Sinead O'Connor and Prince is something that I totally believe 150,000% that it happened. And considering, listen, I'm a big Sinead O'Connor fan. She's very eccentric. She's got a lot of demons. So, I totally understand the very peculiar journey she's been on. I believe her name is no longer Sinead O'Connor legally. I think she has
She changed it. I read about that.
she converted to Islam. Respect the bravery of doing that, especially in a country like Ireland, which is it's not Catholic, it's not Protestant, it's definitely not any religion anymore. However, but these are people who are larger than life. I mean, there's some real characters out there in the music industry, and I'm not a musician, but I'm a music lover, and
You there, music lover.
you're there.
You're next.
Well, plus,
You can't see nothing longer. You're probably seeing double. I
had
have two guns, one for each of you.
Do you guys know
What
about
movie is that? Anyone know?
No.
Bro, Aiden?
Bro, weren't you just quoting it with him?
Tombstone, dude. Tombstone. Doc Holliday, Val Kilmer, best fucking performance of his career.
It's the jacket. Do you know who Jared Leto is, right?
Of course I know who Jared
Do you
Leto
guys
is.
know?
Unfortunately.
Have you guys heard of his,
Sending used condoms to Margot Robbie. Why is that man out here living a lot of weird
he
dudes'
really do
dreams?
He has a
Yeah.
cult, dude.
Bruh.
Do you know? Have you heard of the Church of Mars? Like not like I don't know if it's really a cult, but it's very cult-like.
Is their leader alive? Their founder.
Yeah, it's him, and,
their founder's alive. He's the founder.
Is
Yeah,
it?
it's
Okay,
like-
it's a cult.
It might be like a.
If your founder's alive or died within the last 300 years, you're a cult.
so like
Mormons.
I
eat
used
your
to
heart
really
out.
like. I really used to like.
Drink your milk.
30 Seconds to Mars, even though they're at least a C plus at most. I mean a C plus, alternative rock band. But this, when I started reading about some of the things that came up against them and stuff, and that whole Church of Mars thing. And again, this has been a while ago, so I'm not gonna try and go into a big dissertation about it because I'll misquote all the information. But I've stopped listening to 30 Seconds to Mars, at least as much as I used to, because I mean those are them in Linkin Park and maybe. That was my whole middle to late high school. Speaking of music videos, the music video for "In the End" is one of the most
I can't wake up. I'll say
Evanescence.
this about performance. You mentioned
One thing.
performers.
Oh well, Evanescence is good. Speaking of that whole, but
You mentioned performers. There was I watched a really
Yeah.
interesting movie the other night, which I know that you have seen, Aiden, and I'm pretty sure, John, you had said you'd seen it as well. I mean, I've watched it a few times before,
Yeah.
but it was Amazon original, and I was able to find a copy of it on Blu-ray for a pretty good price. Elvis and Nixon, Michael Shannon as Elvis. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad
It's a
you've
great
seen
film.
it. And
we watched it together.
did we?
Yeah.
Did I show it to you?
It's very good.
Yeah, good. Right. Okay. So
I still haven't seen the Nixon film with Hopkins playing as Nixon.
I've been
Frost versus
wanting to
Nixon,
watch that, but
Me neither. I haven't been able to watch it.
I don't really love Oliver Stone. It's weird. JFK's not that great.
Well, no,
I've
it's-
never seen Platoon. I saw W. I actually really like W. But in any event, so in that movie, in Elvis and Nixon, there's a scene where Elvis is talking to one of his old friends, and he talks about how he needs his friend to be there because his friend sees him as a person, sees him as the kid from Memphis, Tennessee that he was before all the fame. And he says, I have to put on all this gold, I have to put on, I'm not going to try to do the voice, I have to put on all this gold, I have to put on these suits and these sunglasses, and and then I'm a thing. I'm an item. I'm not a person anymore. People look at me and they see, they kissed. They had their first kiss with a song of mine on in the background, or they've seen Blue Hawaii 20 times. And it's like, well, shit. You never really understand becoming a commodity for people. They see your albums. They don't see an individual, and I think that's. You were mentioning, I think, Lady Gaga about that earlier, and her as a person. It's like, well, we have to appreciate these people as people, flawed they might be in their time. I'll get off my soapbox.
No, you're doing great. You're no, really. I'm not even being sarcastic. Well, if like Lady Gaga, I think what I respect about Lady Gaga, and I've always liked Lady Gaga because I remember it was just yesterday that I was listening to her music, and like I didn't really care too much because like I know like listen, in middle school you get bullied no matter what, so it doesn't matter what you do. But
Nah, dude, there were some kids that never got bullied in middle school that I know.
Well, yeah, okay, all right.
They were generally the bullies.
Yo, I don't want to flex, but that was me, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with these bullies, though? I would have been perfect target, dude.
I remember you were always
so
cool.
weird.
I don't think there was ever a time where John Williams wasn't cool guy.
No. I was just too low-key. I was just on, like, a whole different plane of weird.
Low-key.
People just didn't fuck with me.
I didn't speak to anybody, and I still got beat up.
Bro, neither did I. I think...
What is it with life and just
I don't know.
picking people to have a struggle at whatever time? It's very strange.
Middle school is cool.
I grew up like preparing to get bullied.
Middle school is so strange. It's like an experiment, a social experiment. Everyone's hormonal as shit.
A botched social experiment, if I say so myself.
Yeah, everyone's hormonal as shit, and people just start beating each other up, and you get this weird social caste system. Like, sorry if you're 12 years old and like you're not a fully formed human. So at 12, if you're like a little fat, you still get your baby fat on you, or you're shorter, or you're too tall and you're skinny.
Yeah.
If you don't look like
a movie star,
what 3 or 4 people look like in the school that just are growing at the right proportions, I guess.
Yeah.
Then you get bullied, and it's weird.
Well,
it could be your looks. It could be the fact that you didn't get good sleep the night before, or the shoes you wore, or the shirt, or the backpack.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, have you seen a picture of Jeff Bezos when he was in middle school, when he was a young kid? Because he looks objectively worse.
Was
now.
he bald back then too?
Got him,
dude. That'd be so fucking.
No,
funny.
but listen, everyone looks.
Loki wanted to see his spaceship burn up on re-entry. I'll say it.
No person who actually looks good as an adult is gonna be a perfect individual when they're in middle school, because in middle school you're still growing as a person and as a human being. So like if you're not butt ugly in middle school and you're not like that's something wrong going on there. I mean, you're not gonna grow into your personhood. So I mean, I get mad when kids can be crueler than some adults. I mean, adults at least will leave you alone. They're live and let live for the most part. Unless you live in New York and then like, hey, I'm walking here.
I'm walking. He's slamming on the hood of the car. Urban Cowboy, great film.
So I mean, I don't know. That's the
John's winking at me. I'm a little nervous.
It's getting a little tense in here.
What's your I don't know. What are you guys reading these days?
Dude, I don't read.
I should read more, but I don't actually finish books. That's the problem.
So it's taken me a little while, like so much that I'm still in the introduction of this book because it's quite intensive reading. But the Bhagavad Gita, which is one of the Hindu holy texts, it reads like a philosophy textbook. Like the introduction has definitions and like
that's good
terms. So to get to the point where I can read it and not.
Pass me that book while we keep going.
Oh yeah, if I can get to the part where I'm he's the book.
Sorry, keep going.
The book.
The sacred texts.
The sacred texts.
What does that do?
And the Bhagavad Gita is good. It's only like a couple hundred pages, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to read it a couple more times. And I got the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. I have a vintage version of that. Here, I'll grab that. It's a vintage leather back version. So I'm a little nervous to actually open it up and read it.
This is very William Butler Yeats of you. I want you to understand that, because William Butler Yeats, even though he was an aristocratic...
He just said he was really worried about opening it up.
No.
No, it's fine. I'm going to get to a point where I can read it. it's vintage. It was only $10 on eBay.
Don't worry, I won't screw with it. But he was very
into pages out.
To like the Arabian folklore, like the 1,001 Nights, like the Arabian Nights, and
yeah.
So he wrote a lot of poetry that was about like sheiks and like
Huh.
caliphs. It's very interesting because he was a very like.
Very Irish-centric poet.
Listen, Joe Biden's a fan, and that's one thing I can't dispute.
You know, I really
Uh,
like what William Butler Yeats, what WB Mason's doing. You know, he's writing poetry
William
over
Butler
there.
Yachts.
What Little Yachty, the poet, is
Little
writing.
Yachty.
And
Yeah.
you know, I know I can't do a Joe Biden. I apologize.
No, it's good.
The-
It's better than mine.
Him on the plane, that shit was so funny.
On the plane.
Oh, when he
When
fell?
he's falling like 3
Up the
times
stairs?
up the stairs.
Why?
Yeah, relax, man.
You're really nervous.
Yeah.
Um,
I also want to get some, maybe not the Holy Scripture, but texts on Tibetan Buddhism.
I got a pocket Dalai Lama if you want it, but that's a little bit.
Pocket Dalai Lama.
It's like a pocket, very small. Like
Action
it's basically a glorified quote book, but it's very small and it's a lot of like.
of
It's,
like the 12th son of the Lama.
it's about yeah. So
I was a looper in Tibet, and who do they
Oh.
give me? The Dalai Lama himself.
He's a cool guy, but like it's very sad because like you gotta read, you gotta keep the Tibetan
12 sons
culture
of the
alive,
Lama.
man. I mean, it's tragic what China's done.
The
to Tibet.
robes.
Oh, we just got
bald head.
canceled. No longer able to be on
Straight
YouTube.
Down.
Um,
He's a big hitter, the Lama, long. Steps up to the first tee and he hits it down to the bottom of a 10,000-foot glacial crevasse. We're getting to be done. He's gonna stiff me, you know. He says, "Hey Lama, how about a little cheddar, you know, for the effort?" And he says, "No money. Gunga, galunga, gunga, gunga," which means on your deathbed you'll receive total consciousness. So I got that going for me.
I wish the Lord would take me now.
No, but I find a lot of truth in Tibetan Buddhism.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
There's a weird harmony there that I feel like, especially Christianity, does not have with nature.
Yeah.
A unity, a harmony.
It's like universally applicable because I mean I don't want to say it's nihilistic because it's too optimistic to be nihilistic,
Bars.
but like I think what's great is that it kind of puts things in perspective. You know, like life is very much an illusion and it could fade extremely quickly. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, you have to attach to some things in life. I mean, but I mean, detachment from things that you don't need that are not good are crucial to live an enlightened life. And that's my very limited philosophical education talking. I mean, I'm not like some.
I think life is, and the experiences you can have are a glorious tapestry and a rich tapestry. One that requires a lot of searching, one that you need to really look at, not only in small detail and trying to admire the little things, but also in the grand scheme. And if you miss, let's say, the top left corner because it's from a different side of the earth, well, you're missing out.
We're having very like old sage moments. At the very moment.
I'll say this is really what I want the conversation pit to be. Just decent
Wisdom.
conversation and like
Should have like
the occasional joke, sure, but like, I don't know, this is way better than one of the episodes specifically comes to mind where we were just screaming over each other. Not you guys. I had a lot of people in this room and it just
The drunk one.
yeah. Listen,
I'll
man.
get there
Christ,
soon.
they needed to shut
I
up.
have still not listened to it yet.
Yeah, you're not missing much. I feel
All right,
bad
I
for
mean,
the
we'll
audience.
skip that one. That's all right. This is a good book. I'll give it to you once I'm done. I read it a brief bit.
You really don't need to because
You do have a lot of books.
up there, over on
Wow.
my bed,
Look how organized, Paul. I'm not being wise guy either right now. Look how.
they're not actually that well
I'm not
organized.
busting your balls.
breaking
there's-
balls.
No,
it's very
on the
organized.
top shelf, the two to the furthest to the left I've read, and then like half of the ones on this little wooden shelf down here I've read. I have a lot of work to do. I'm working through all the ones over here on my nightstand.
You want to hear an earth-shattering fact? And I've went through the index of My Life by Bill Clinton. There's not one mention of his friend Jeffrey or the Lolita Express.
How about Ghislaine?
No.
Oh, she's definitely dead.
Yeah.
Is fuck, how am I gonna forget her name?
Monica
Is you know who in the book?
Oh yeah, no. He writes about only for the portion of a chapter.
Is he just like
You know what?
She-
Can you get the copy
she
of My
said
Life?
it-
Yeah,
off
let's
me?
read it.
Yeah, I'll do
not
a
that
A
I'll do
reading
sounds
from the
like
book
that.
of the prophet
Bill.
William Jefferson.
Yeah, if you could pull the copy of My Life down, and I'll do the impression too for the.
Oh
for
yeah,
the
okay,
audience.
folks. If you're listening,
Is that
you obviously know
OJ?
Paul has created impressions.
Yeah,
But
OJ. It's the Jeffrey Toobin book. You know, it's surprising Jeffrey Toobin.
Paul Riley's
Fall
Bill
from
Clinton.
Grace.
Paul
And
Riley's
then,
Bill
Paul
Clinton.
Riley is an O.J. Simpson truther.
Not
Prob-
quite.
No, not
Although
yet.
in the state of California, I will say he is innocent of any murders,
That is
specifically in 1994.
That is very true.
Paul has the best Bill Clinton impression I've ever heard in my life. I can't even comprehend it. So.
I need to find a good passage to read.
So
Oh, look at this! Colin Powell introduced me with conviction in class, strongly signaling to the respect he thought I should receive as Commander-in-Chief. Nevertheless, when I got to speak, loud protesters attempted to drown me out. I spoke to them directly. I haven't done this impression in so long. You hyped it up,
it's
and
okay.
I
It's
gotta
alright. It's
deliver.
right. Just prepare yourself. It's alright. You can do it.
To those of you who are shouting, I have heard you. I ask you now to hear me. Some have suggested that it is wrong for me to be here with you today, because I do not agree with a quarter of a century ago the decision made to send young men and women into battle in Vietnam. Well, so much the better. Just as war is freedom's cost, disagreement is freedom's privilege. And we honor it here today. The message of this memorial is quite simple. These men and women fought for freedom, brought honor to their communities, loved their country, and died for it. There's not a person in this crowd today who did not know someone on this wall. 4 of my high school classmates are there. Let us continue to disagree if we must about the war, but let us not divide us as a people any longer. Now, Monica, come on over here and take off that blue dress.
Oh.
Direct quote. I'm just reading
Yeah.
from the book, fellas.
So
I'm just reading from the book, fellas.
incredible. Well done.
Cheers.
So while we're on the topic
Cheers.
of books,
All right.
I've told Will about this. But,
Oh my god!
oh my god! Have you guys seen the
Real ones, no.
Have you seen the movie The International with Clive Owen? It's not really a
Oh, I
well.
got wine
No.
on my nose.
So,
What is it about?
So it's about a guy. He's a lawyer. He basically, long story short, is that he uncovers that a bank, an international bank, hence the name, the international, is being used to launder money for like terrorist organizations and cartels. And the real life bank that it was the screenplay was based off of is the book's topic in this book. It's called False Prophets: The Inside Story.
I am a false prophet. God is a superstition.
For those Daniel Day-Lewis fans in the crowd.
All right, now, Eli. Let's say you have a full congregation here, and, well, they all want to hear you speak, so louder. I am a false prophet. God is a superstition. Again. I am a false prophet. God. Lulu's fucking
Lulu.
song. I had to give Lulu a hemp treat because the thunderstorms were rolling through, and
Yo,
they get her a
O'Reilly's
little.
cancel party.
She gets a little freaked out.
The book title
I am a
is.
false prophet. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Let me just say the title:
I'm
False
finished.
Prophets: The Inside Story. False
Why do you
Prophets.
think I went into that diatribe?
False Prophets: The Inside Story of BCCI, the world's most corrupt financial empire, by Peter Truell and Larry Gerwin. Peter Truell, I believe, was the one who was a Wall Street Journal contributor and a staff reporter for the Wall Street Journal, and then Larry Gerwin was a reporter for Institutional Investor.
Drainage,
So, when I finish-
drink your water.
When I finish that book, I will give a great review. Okay, I would hear
The greatest review.
Daniel.
I drink your water every day. I drink the blood of lamb from Bandy's tract. This is Bandy's tract, Daniel.
Hey,
Hey,
Tone.
Sil.
Bandy.
Hey, Tone. You
Bandy.
hear what I said?
What are you doing,
Dude, that's how he says it.
Who?
Bandy.
From Bandy's tract.
Band.
Band. Randy
Let's say you have a
Mobandy.
milkshake, and I have a milkshake, and I have a straw. See, here it is. Watch it go across the room and starts to drink your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. Okay, Daniel Day-Lewis, There Will Be Blood. Probably his second greatest role. I won't say it's his best. It is the one of the ones that got him an Oscar. But In the Name of the Father is better.
Have you seen My Left Foot?
Yeah, that's the one where he has a cerebral palsy.
Listen, man,
I hate that story is way darker than it is in the movie. Apparently, the wife was awful.
Well, the true story behind it is terrible. And the movie, in my opinion, is terrible. I think maybe I'm in a position of personal bias. However,
Correct.
I'm not going to dispute that it was good acting. I get like so angry at that movie, not because it's a poorly written movie or an inaccurate movie or a well-directed movie. It's because, okay, there's not, again, maybe I'm too much of an optimist. I kind of wish that like there were more Irish films like Waking Ned Divine that were like kind of
Feel good? As
Well,
close to feel good as feel good.
Listen, all the great
Waking Ned
Irish
Divine
films.
is a comedy.
Waking Ned Divine, and maybe the Guard, which is with the guy from Braveheart who played
Val Gibson?
the ginger, the
Brendan Gleeson?
Brendan Gleeson is a Irish police officer in the Guard. It's like a black comedy. It's very funny.
Oh, interesting.
But other than that, there's the top five best Irish films are like so like dead serious. Like I couldn't watch
And
them.
depressing as fuck.
Well, like listen, old folks who have Irish descent or who are from Ireland, they'll have heart attacks watching Hunger or The Wind That Shakes the Barley. They're such serious movies. It's like, oh, right already.
Or In the Name of the Father. Which you really need to watch.
Well, I know.
Have you seen it, John?
No, I haven't. What's
Listen,
it about?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
He's a Greek. He's
oh.
a Greek. He don't
McGregor,
got time
you
to
gotta
watch
die.
movies. There's no such
McGregor.
thing as a
I might have
lazy
to pull
Greek.
up now.
No such thing as a lazy Greek. He's gonna impress ya, bringing that money.
I will say what Will Hardiman would say in these moments. He would talk about Michael Dukakis.
Oh no.
He would say, how could it be that the son of Greek immigrants, of a goat farmer and a travel agent...
Wait, Greek? Did you just say?
You're the
do my ears bequeath me?
He's the only one in this room who has not met Michael Dukakis.
Have you met him?
I met him twice at UMass.
Wow,
He's
way
really
to
disappointed in me, I bet.
Dukakis shame me.
Yeah, we have. Listen,
Look at that. You see that photo over there?
listen, man. You got
Listen,
no
this set is
excuse.
adorned with all
Yo,
of my political
Mikey
connections.
Dukes.
The
I
dude.
met him freshman
Mikey
year,
Dukes.
and then I saw him get off the bus to go, because basically UMass, one of our political science professors comes in and he has him speak to everybody about civic engagement and public service and patriotism in the form of giving back to your community. Whatever.
Why does he sound like a admin from the 1950s?
I am an admin from the 1950s.
Yeah.
Go home and shave with that Norelco and go home to
Go home and get your fucking shine box.
Go home and get your shine box and, go home into your carbon copy house with your carbon copy 2.5 kids and beautiful wife family, and then go to your...
This is not my beautiful wife.
And the days go by!
And the days go by.
And so I met... I
You
saw...
good over there,
That's the
John?
monotype beat. What?
He's
You good over
fun.
there?
He's a cool
Yeah.
guy, and he's a humble man, which I respect.
He's over there, he's like picking his fingernails.
No, I'm not. I'm doing
Fingernails,
this.
fingernails, fingernails.
Let's
You
talk
don't even have
this
fingernails.
Wait, you stupid. No, I'm
the,
not.
the walkie slush got me acting funny right now.
Hey, should we do a freestyle at some point tonight?
Not on the podcast.
No.
No, that is a disaster right
I'm
now.
gonna spit
Hey,
some fringe
John.
Resher bars
John.
tonight.
The rent's $1,100. You need to reinvent yourself. I think I just broke him.
Her son was up to no good.
At knife point, your
Whoa.
son.
8 times.
Let's all take a moment of silence.
You know, two of
for-
the girls were lying. 2? Have you heard that comedy bit? Tim Dillon, man, he's
How did I
great.
catch that?
Dude, Tim,
Whoa.
Ronnie, someone we know
Whoa, I'm
just
a
went to go
god
see
right
him.
now.
Yes, he did.
Wait, oh my
I
god.
sent him a text,
Dude,
because it
look
was
at
on
my
his
kill streak
Snapchat.
right now.
Yeah, dude.
And I hit him with a text, and I was like, "Dude, did you see Tim Dillon?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, he was awesome." I
Yeah,
was so
dude,
fucking
it's pretty
jealous.
sweet.
I tried to get you guys to go, and nobody wanted to fork over the cash to actually make it happen.
How much was it?
I don't know, $100 a ticket.
Okay, maybe that's why.
Paul, it's okay.
I
Tim
don't,
Dillon's.
follow, I don't
dude,
follow a lot of
you
comics.
want to go see
though,
the
so
Be a
that's the
Man
thing.
guy?
No,
Yeah, he's the only good as a meme.
not even. Like,
He's
I
just-
don't like how they have the same dude in the background laugh the same. It's obnoxious.
That's what he sounds
His
like,
videos are so stupid.
Oh, listen, the guy who
I'm
just
glad that you like them. And Ryan likes them. To
They're a little bit overhyped. I mean, like, I think the fact that John...
I feel like I make up better Be a Man jokes than the guy does.
Well, they don't run out of material, you know. They should hire you, Paul. Just for a side gig. Seriously, you're a funny guy. But John Fire, the guy
How
you
am I
play...
funny exactly? You know, maybe it's I'm a little fucked up, but how exactly am I funny, huh? Am I a fucking clown? I'm here to amuse you? I'm here to make you laugh? I'm here to fucking amuse you? What the fuck is so funny about me?
Well, what he means is,
No, Anthony, he's a big boy. He knows what he's saying.
22 times.
Gotta get the papers.
You get the papers,
He's like fixing his tie.
We should have, I don't know. We should have, like...
We should have some, like, mob people on here.
We're thinking my dad to talk about
just mob
Goodfellas.
movies. We have a mob movie podcast for you and your dad.
I tried to get him to do a.
Tasty
I tried to have him record a commentary track with me for Goodfellas, but he wasn't into it. I feel like it would just
He's
evolve.
a true dad.
It would just evolve into he and I just quoting the movie back and forth to each other. You know.
Yeah, that's how.
Like watching Rick and Morty.
Watch. I'll show my dad an episode of Rick and Morty.
Fucking fun drinking game. Take a shot every time you watch Rick and Morty with somebody, and they repeat every fucking line of that show, dude.
Oh no! Oh jeez, John.
Yo, he turns into a pickle.
Turn over the pickle, Morty. I'm Pickle Rick.
Boo! Not cool. Disqualified.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got.
That's what the guy. That's what the guy who robbed the convenience store said when he robbed the convenience store.
What convenience store?
The one in our town.
Which one?
The one near the village manor.
He can't snitch.
Really?
Yeah, he said
Over
that.
in that circle?
He said, "Show me what you got."
Over near the.
It's on the FBI. It's on the FBI tape. I'll show you.
That shitty ass
Wait, recently?
roundabout.
No, it was the one that
You know that light that has like a little
I'm saying
park right there?
near the border of Reedville, like near where the Amazon factory is, and like the
We have been doxxed.
I really don't give a fuck.
No,
If
it's
they
fine.
wanna
No,
send-
I'm exact-
Listen,
he-
if you want to
he
send me
didn't
an
actually
envelope,
say-
if you want to send me an envelope with fucking cyanide, I'd take it as a compliment.
Dude, you have to eat cyanide for it to fuck you.
Oh, okay.
You mean anthrax?
Anthrax, thallium.
Dude, you would have to eat. I think you would have to eat thallium too. I
No,
just said
thallium is
thallium,
not-
so my opinion isn't valid.
Thallium?
Thallium?
Jesse,
Wait,
Jesse, we need to cook Valium.
Wait.
Thallium?
Valium, whatever.
Wait,
Did you say
Valium?
V or PH?
No.
Jesse,
pH.
Jesse, open
Valium.
up, Jesse, open up. Wait, Jesse, we need to cook.
Yo.
Hey, yo, Mr.
Yo.
White, I'm trying to sleep.
Nah, dude, he walks in and the chick's choking to death.
That was a very tragic scene.
That show is just a tragedy.
I mean, so John Williams, what are you reading?
Dude, I used to love reading. I think about this every single day. When I think about like my childhood and like the ideal moments of my childhood, especially, I think of like reading.
Really?
And
But
I
you don't anymore?
I don't read anymore.
Dominance
No, not at all.
established. T-pose.
I gotta be honest
you.
with you, man. The best parts of my childhood were the summers that I squeezed every moment I could out of summer without reading. So that I could, and I'm just trying to fuck around.
Dude,
on
summer
the,
reading,
on the
I would be
summer
like,
reading.
oh, I'm about to kill these hoes. Like,
There was like one,
I'm up to no
one
good right
really
now.
good summer reading book I read, and then that was it. Other ones was just a slog.
The House on Mango Street. I don't know if that was one of my
That
summer reading
one's
books or one of
good.
my required reading books.
that
during
one was
school.
required for me freshman year.
What
That
was-
one's good.
House
on-
It randomly gets fucked though.
Well, yeah.
It's
Well-
like a normal story, and then it's like, then she
Yoink.
gets sexually assaulted.
Yep.
I just totally
Who
spoiled
was it
that,
by?
that book.
The girl's name of the book is
Sorry.
Esperanza, right?
Yes. That sounds right.
Is it? No,
means-
I think you're thinking of Esperanza Rising.
No, Esperanza, which is a Spanish word for hope, I think.
For what?
Hope.
I'm pretty sure
The
you're
daughter
thinking
in
of-
one of those books I read is Esperanza.
I don't know.
That's correct.
I do not know.
We watched Schindler's List when I was a freshman in high school. I was a little too young.
Yeah, that's a bit heavy for a movie.
I feel like they should wait to teach kids or to read Anne Frank till high school.
Yeah.
Because as you're a middle
We were
schooler,
that in 8th
and
grade.
yeah, you don't even understand like the severity of it.
Like it plays out. I'm not gonna say it's a play, but it reads like a play because there's a lot of direct quotes.
Yeah.
Right. And I remember I won't dox her, but I was on. She was not a great lady. Her name was
I
a
thought
her
you meant
last
Anne
name was a
Frank.
language. Her last name was the term for a language, like English or Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah, and she gave me my first ever C. Not happy about that. But
What are you gonna do?
in any event,
Paul, it's middle school.
we were reading The Diary of Anne Frank, and I'll be honest with you, they gave me the part of, I think the boy is Peter.
Peter,
Yes, they
yeah.
gave me the part of Peter. We read it like a play.
He survived, right? I think
don't
he
recall.
did. I think he did.
But I knew at that moment that no one was ready for that because all they could say was, aha, Annie and Peter, and then like me and whoever the woman in the class
Whoever's
that was
playing Anne
reading.
Frank.
Yeah, and it was just, I mean, I was always a little more mature than most of my classmates, because I had to get smart pretty quick, or else I was just going to keep continuously getting the shit kicked out of me. So
Yeah.
I got wise pretty fast, and it was very weird to read The Diary of Anne Frank when you're
Yeah.
13.
Well, then no one else takes it seriously.
They also they censor it the way they teach it in the curriculum.
I don't recall.
They have you skip like whole chapters.
Huh.
And there was like 4 pages specifically. Remember my English teacher when I read it in 8th grade, like it was like you would read like 2 or 3 chapters a night, but then we skipped like half the book, and then there was like 3 pages that we skipped, and so of course we're like, all right, why? Like it's 3 pages, like we're gonna read this shit like just to see what she's talking about. And the fucked up thing is, it's Anne Frank talking about like how she might be attracted to her friend who's a girl. Isn't that fucked?
That's very sad.
Like-
Imagine censoring homoerotic thoughts of a
Of a child.
woman who was,
yeah,
Yeah, it's very.
coming into her age.
What is like?
It's just like
Also,
it's fucked because like if
in
it was,
Nazi-occupied, as a Jew.
oh yeah, the irony is crazy. The irony is nuts.
It's, yeah.
How could you censor? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I never knew
That's
that.
fucked, and I've never honestly thought about how fucked up that was until like recently.
When we
Crazy.
there was a
Deadass, it was like 4
Hey, you know what
pages.
Justin Bieber said?
Yeah.
She'd probably be a believer.
Yeah,
I can't believe he actually said that.
or Danny Green,
Who's Danny Green?
NBA champion, and Danny Green. He
Christ.
played on the Spurs and the Lakers, and when it might have been right after he won with the Spurs in like 2013, I think. He posted a picture at like the Holocaust Museum
Oh no.
and captioned it, I had to do it to him, LOL, #Holocaust.
Wow.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
This was in 2013?
Yeah.
So what happened? Did he get
So
punished?
Instagram had been around for a little while.
Yes.
It's not like...
People were... No, he tweeted this.
Bruh.
Oh my god,
I
that's
know.
despicable.
In my Holocaust studies class at high school, there's a story that
Do you like that, not to...
The
oh,
coaster?
No, it's
what
alright.
you thought. That coaster...
The Pentagon,
Is-
yeah.
I told you I was going to get a Pentagon
I
coaster.
wanted to visit the Pentagon when I was in D.C., but we didn't go.
and now you can't.
I got
No,
a
I can't.
behind-the-scenes
That's not a
tour.
museum, unfortunately.
I
It
got
should
a,
be.
I got a behind-the-scenes... I got taken... deep.
Don't say that. They'll come for us.
I got taken deep into the Pentagon by a friend
Oh,
of
deep.
a friend of my father's. I saw the
Is that a cry for help?
I
FBI,
saw the
open up.
purple water fountain, which
Oh,
low key.
The lean fountain?
I saw the purple water fountain, which honestly might
The
just be like a
walkie
touristy
slash.
thing. Like maybe they show that to everybody, but it certainly felt like I got the grand tour.
Yeah.
I saw the aliens. You just look at
You just sign a what's it?
NDA.
An NDA, yeah. Just get it
Oops,
over
I broke the. The fucking FBI just comes in through that little window.
with. They're listening.
I
right
thought
now.
I had it all together, but I was led astray.
There was
Day you walked away, you were the clock that was ticking in my head.
You got a good sense of rhythm, dude. Shit.
Oh, it was so hard to
Gee.
find.
Great show.
You've hit the
Great
chain.
show.
I was doing the meme, the breakbot meme. You know the breakbot
No,
meme.
I don't.
I
know
do.
Rick Bob.
I know exactly what you're talking
When they're
about.
breaking into the house, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yep.
You feel the chain, and then they bass boost it.
Yeah. Before we talk about The Wire and other great TV shows, I just want to. I mean, the Holocaust is such a terrible thing.
Dog. Dog.
I was
You
trying to
cannot
lighten it up.
have that segue. I totally forgot we were talking about
I'm just
that.
no. I wanted to say
I felt like I was getting hit by a train. Holy shit.
no. I'm not laughing.
Get off the
though.
tracks when the train's coming.
No, it just it's just.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We can cut this part out if you think it's.
No,
No.
It was just you're definitely not.
Just continue. Your
You're
thoughts.
definitely not built for radio. You need to learn how to like.
This is not
segue
radio, though. It's-
or leave. Well, it is in a sense the modern iteration. Like you need to learn how to.
All right, you know what? Just cut that shit out. It doesn't matter.
I mean, that's way
Just
too
cut
much
it out.
work.
Cut it out.
That's
right.
too much work.
I'll do it.
You won't get canceled. That's okay. It was just funny.
We were just breaking your
It was
balls.
just funny. Yeah.
Oh! So
I was just breaking balls.
Hey, we're breaking
You,
balls.
you act like a fucking jerk. Hey, Jimmy, what's right is right. Now you were a little out of order yourself. You insulted him a little bit. You insulted him. I didn't insult him, but you insulted him a little bit. I didn't insult nobody. Okay.
I gotta say, I feel like the Shot Clown from
Puvlaki or whatever the fuck his name is.
no, like
What?
like Tony.
No, isn't that? Don't you know that joke where the clown goes to the psychologist and he says, you know, like I'm feeling depressed as fuck, and the psychologist says, I don't remember the name, but it's some crazy Slavic shit. But like he's like, oh, well, you should see this clown. His name is like Rigatoni. And
Are
then
you
the
sure it was
clown,
Slavic?
the clown goes, but I
Rigatoni?
am Rigatoni, or whatever his fucking name is. Yeah. Bars.
How about this for a sad clown? Let me get up over here. I just had to
Just
really
die,
force myself
die
up.
on air. Like that comedian.
Wait,
is
talking
that-
about Tiny Tim? That's Bill Murray. In the film Quick Change. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it yet,
Well,
but
you
I've
haven't
heard
watched
very good things about it. That's Bill Murray in a clown outfit with Gina Davis. Speaking
oh, dude,
of,
he's going off.
Gina
Top
Davis.
10 baddie of all time.
Gina Davis was popping.
Yeah, she really
Gina
was.
Davis was popping
Dude,
between
in the
like
Fly,
1988.
In the Fly.
Yeah, between like The Fly and A League of Their Own.
Jeff Goldblum better have been going off.
That's all I'm saying.
Jeff Goldblum.
I
No,
was like-
he did. They
you
were
know
married,
what's- you know
right? He definitely was.
Were they?
Yeah, they were married for a little bit.
You know what? I'm not going to say it. It's going to get me canceled. Never mind. Never mind.
Right. Another segue that didn't end the way it was supposed to go.
Well, I think I've said it before.
Yes, probably.
Because I always thought, fuck it. Gina Davis, you're a lovely lady. I always thought you might have been a lesbian. So I said she had strong lesbian vibes. Like, girl power, right?
Yeah.
And, it turns out she was straight as could be and has married several different dudes. And I just felt like an idiot.
When they queer bait SMH. Come on, Gina Davis. Get it together.
Yeah, be better. Be better.
Be
You know,
better.
I
Disgrace.
thought we had something. You know, I'm that deputy secretary for the Health and Human Services. You know, the one that Tim Dillon makes fun of
God damn.
when he puts on like the lipstick.
Oh
and shit.
God.
Yeah.
Yep. What a character that.
Timmy D.
Timmy D.
The NBC
I
host
need to
getting
look it.
fired live on air was hysterical. The one when he faked a hot mic for the Olympics, that was so funny. You know, they're saying 90% of these people are going to be dead in 10 days. Yeah, the shot put guy's already on a ventilator.
I might be. I was just coughing. I might be on a ventilator soon.
Dude, this air quality.
It's pretty good. You know, I got the air conditioner
Yeah,
going.
we're safe down here, but outside.
Oh my god, dude. All the wildfires over there in the Pacific Northwest. All because somebody needed to have a fucking gender reveal. That's just what
We're
this
back
boils
at
down
it
to.
again.
Back at it again with the white vans. Okay? Crazy. Absolutely
Wait, you
balls.
see the white fans?
White vans. Yeah,
Yeah, the shoes,
Daniel.
bro.
I know exactly what you're talking
The
about.
vehicle.
Just like a couple of
They're
white
like, oh
fans.
no, Daniel's back.
Hey, kids, you want candy?
That's what his parole officer says. He's like, damn, Daniel, I was rooting for you. You're back at it again.
Oh,
You were on probation in a month.
Damn, Daniel. Dude, that was fucking huge when I was... it was like the fall of my senior year of high school. There was
Yeah.
a girl in my math class. I won't dox her. Her initials are BB. BB. BB Netanyahu. It was BB. It was
Shut
Benjamin Netanyahu. No, she would literally. I hate when people use that.
Literally.
She would literally, bruv. She would use "damn Daniel" 4 or 5 times during the
Oh,
course of a
no.
class. Every single day. The teach would be at the front of the class, with like his receding hairline, and his bad sense of dress, and he'd be like, okay, guys, what is the square root of X? And she'd be like, damn, Daniel, I don't know. It's like, you can't just insert it everywhere anytime you can. She got over it. It took a couple months, but she got over it. It is what it is.
Wow, that made me look suicidal a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit. I'd have to call
Remembering
Sean
Dan
Kingston.
Daniel?
No, just like somebody doing that and being like, yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not understanding.
You like the social cues.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I mean, there's a whole Reddit thread dedicated to that. It's called Cringetopia, bro.
Is this episode going to be called Damn Daniel? Back at it again with the
Oh,
white
no.
van?
White
No,
man.
plural, dude. He's got his own company.
No, well,
Damn, Daniel.
I want to do some version. That's all right. You have your
Yeah, it is
headphones
alright.
on.
It's alright.
Baba Booey.
Baba
I mean,
Booey.
Baba Booey! There's a
Baba Booey.
we need to figure out a way to work that into the joke that we made about him having a white van with the free. Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the free candy. That's the line. That's the title. Lock it in.
Damn, Daniel.
Back at it again with
Sam
the free candy.
Daniel. Zach Zadins again.
Bam, Daniel. Back bat it. Back
With the
back
white
bat it,
sands.
The white
Xanax.
Xanax.
Dude, that's even worse. That's like a whole new dimension. You just added
We just
to
took it. We just took them to date ring.
You just took it. All right.
My favorite candle.
All right.
Where is that?
Oh no.
No, I need to give more context.
By
to that
date
joke.
rape, Paul for some reason means fuck boy.
Yes.
The two are not
Brock
related.
Turner. That guy's a fuckboy, and he's a rapist.
But he's he's beyond that label.
I'm
I
just
think, I
saying.
think one label supersedes the
No, I'm
other.
saying in the great Venn diagram of humanity.
Yes, okay, I will give you that. Yes,
Those
that I will
two
cop to.
Certainly.
Certainly.
Seem to overlap quite
I
a bit.
concur. I concur.
Yes, okay.
For sure.
Now smell this and tell me it doesn't smell like cheap cologne of a dude that's going to take you behind a dumpster.
I think it smells like a candle. Like, I don't know.
Ladies,
That was great.
he's available.
That was great, Aiden.
I mean, I don't know what else to say.
It doesn't. It
Oh,
does
by
smell
the
like,
way,
it smells
W-
like cologne.
It does smell like cologne. I see what Paul is saying.
Yeah, I just had
Yeah,
a really
he was
poor
just
way
wildin'.
of.
By the way, WBUR called our sponsorship was canceled in advance.
WBUR.
The radio
You
station.
mean
I would love to be on radio.
Don't think I do a
pretty good job.
WGB. I said W. Holy shit.
Sure.
WGBH.
Have another drink. Here.
Dude, was that one glass you poured me?
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling.
I'm already on my
really sick.
second, and
No, I'm actually gonna chase it with the yak. You guys want to
Yak?
have some?
Yeah,
I
I don't have any
do
glasses though.
I have a shot glass we can use to measure. Yeah, don't worry, I won't put it there. Halfway through, I was like, wait, maybe I should put it here.
Yeah, don't put it on. I have one rule. No, you ain't be touching
Yay!
the table.
Don't be touching the table. Yay!
Oh. Hey, boss.
Good.
Something about you, girl. It puts my head. I love in that video.
Oh, in this world. When it ran the United States for like a solid.
No, in that video, he gets curved by the girl hard.
He does.
Hey, do you remember?
It's very smooth.
Do you remember Slim Jesus?
I'm a fuck boy you can't hang.
How about Flat Jesus?
I fuck with savages.
That's not a bad street name.
Oh, you remember the Flat Jesus thing, don't you?
Oh, like the yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's for Jesus.
It's like he's Jesus, but he's actually flat. Like, it's not a rapper. I was talking about the rapper Slim Jesus.
It was a thing.
Like, oh, dude, you can fill it up to like here.
You can
Oh.
build
I
up
can
the
I can
beer.
po the rest.
That's all right. You can go for it. I'm not much of a shots guy. I drink
I'm
whiskeys.
gonna pour it in there. Do you want?
Oh,
It's
you're
very
a
smooth.
genius.
It's smoother than Hennessy. It's definitely smoother than Douce.
Aiden, is your glass empty?
No, I'm still working on the.
Yeah, me too.
I'm taking my sweet old time, baby.
This is all you need, dude.
Look at me. I
From
feel like
Paul.
I feel like I'm at a party and I'm one of those, the guy
The
that walks
Henny
around with a
gods.
bottle of Henny.
The
Yeah.
Henny gods, dude. Henny is overrated.
There was a kid at the
First to
college
say
that I went to, who would he was a rapper. And
Oh,
he would rock
no.
around with a full bottle of Henny.
Why? I mean, yeah, I know why.
it. Oh yeah, this is saving my life right now. Holy shit, that was good.
So is it alright if Aiden does a shot out of your glass?
Yeah, that's fine.
Are we gonna pour it out of that glass again?
I'll drink. I can.
I don't care.
I also have two special like
Are you
whiskey
sure?
glasses.
Yeah, I'm
And
fine.
I can
don't
also
care.
wash it in a little. It's
I don't
fine.
give a shit.
We just need to use what we have.
That's good.
Yeah,
Wow,
I
that
told
was-
you, bro.
It's good.
No, it's smooth. It's way smoother.
I'm definitely gonna
The
have to
Douce, you would have been like, Douce's
Well, I drank.
fucked.
You know why? Because I'm used to
I
drinking
fuck with it,
whiskey.
though.
And
Oh yeah, then you'll.
Speaking of, I got a ton of good whiskey over there. We gotta try.
tonight.
Have you had the Balvenie? The Balvenie Caribbean cask. What
Oh,
I
I
put
feel like I have esophageal cancer already. Jesus.
no, that's if we smoke some cigars.
Oh,
Thank you for the yak. What's this
The
called
yak
again?
Salignac.
Sauvignon.
Sauvignac.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, Johnny, you're home early. Hey, say hello to Angelique, Heavenly,
It's just like wine with a bite.
Shireen, and Sauvignon Blanc. Girls somewhere out there have four
Lolo,
terrible
come here.
fathers. I'd like
Lolo,
to thank.
come here.
No, let her sleep, dude.
No, but she's looking at us all like,
Yeah,
oh.
because you just woke her up. Go back to bed.
No,
Bubba.
no, she woke up before her. Watch. Look, hi. Hi, you're
Oh, she's
pretty.
looking at you.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I'll see you later.
Well, you're sleeping outside. You're sleeping in the car.
I'll sleep in the
All right, I'll
dog
drink
house.
this yak. This yak-em-ups.
Oh, I got something I want to talk about, so drink that. And
Toga.
go. I just... So, the Capitol Hill riot hearings. Did you watch any of those?
It's interesting.
Sorry, I should let you finish that first.
No. It's just a flavor texture is very strange. I don't like it very warm.
Sneaks up on you.
It does.
There's something about you, girl.
I'll stick to my brandy being in.
Brandy. You're the amazing Brandy.
I'm the amazing Randy. Oh.
Have
I'll stick to my brandy being in
you ever had?
sangria.
Have you ever had Powers?
Thanks for that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is Powers a gin?
It's a whiskey.
It's a whiskey.
It's
Is it an
a-
Irish whiskey?
I think it's Scotch. It's good. Yeah, my lovely neighbor will remain anonymous.
Well, listen, I drink scotch. I went out to the bar. Sorry, finish your story. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, it's okay. No, that's how I tried it.
I was up to the bar this weekend with my friends because I was up there for a job interview. So on Friday, we went out. And the first bar we went to, I had a Lagavulin 16 on the rocks. The second bar we went to, I had a monkey shoulder on the rocks. The third bar we went to, I had a Dewar's White Label on the rocks.
Oh, no.
I went from like the good shit to the bad shit. Just like Jesus said, you use the good stuff first. and
Yeah,
then-
exactly.
or actually, no, he did it backwards.
Just
he
doing your
turned
mission.
water into perfect wine. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Scotch whiskeys. They're a little less. I don't know if I could call that peppery. I don't know what that is, but there's certainly like a spiciness to it.
The cognac.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like fruity but spicy. It's like spicy wine.
yeah. It's spicy wine,
Spicy.
extra
Spicy.
triple distilled.
It fucks you up though. It seems like.
You're gonna have to try the Balvenie tonight.
I will. I definitely will. I'll
But
save
What are you
room.
pinching me for?
Just. My bro.
I don't know. I have a weird. I don't know. I have sensory. Don't touch me.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop a stiffy if you touch me again. Nobody wants that.
No, I was
Full
gonna
mask.
It's been a few years.
No, I was gonna say it was the
It's been a while.
It's been
the altar boy thing. You know, you were altar boy. I wasn't.
It's been
Touching his a little bit.
roughly
Sorry.
12,000 days.
I was a lector. I was like,
I
Father.
I never thought you were very bad at the. I thought you were always pretty good at lecturing.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
I was
I
so.
did my fair share of lecturing. in
Lecturing
college.
is fun. It's great practice for the real world of corporate boards.
Oh.
All my life.
you want that? Is that what you were trying to
I'll
signal to
use
me?
that. No, not really, but I will take it. And guess
Yeah.
what? I'll flip it on here.
Oh, you just take the thing off the off the bottom.
Oh.
No, off the bottom of the. This is a discussion we really shouldn't be having on air.
Yes. I see. No, I see now. I was holding it
We're talking about
upside down.
screwdrivers, folks. We're into
Yeah,
I
bro.
took off a drill bit. That's all.
I took off my belt.
We're on. We have a sidekick. It's called.
Cuckoldry.
No, it's not called cuckoldry.
Dude, my dad found out about cuckoldry like the other day, and now he won't stop talking about it.
Why? You think this is funny?
Dude, he's like, yeah. The other day, he was like, yo, do you know what a cuck is? And he was like laughing as he said it.
I'm sorry. What?
My dad like just discovered that cucks are like a thing.
The first time the term cuck was
Dude,
used...
it was just in that context, too. Like, none
He
whatsoever.
just walked up to you and was like, "Do you know what a cuck
No,
is?"
I walked in on him and he said that. Like,
Oh!
on the couch.
Hey, Spider,
on the
this
couch,
is for you.
on the couch.
Yeah,
On the couch.
allegedly.
Yeah, totally nude on the
Allegedly.
couch. You know,
Fun fact.
and I watch, sometimes in the chair, sometimes in the closet,
Sometimes-
almost always dressed as Superman.
Sometimes in the bathtub like Dalton Trumbo or...
I'm glad you liked that movie.
It's a
Was
good
that
movie.
not a perfect suggestion for you?
Uh,
Put her there. Put her right there. You used to do this to me, and it was like the creepiest thing.
I don't know why, because Brendan Kennedy used to do that to me at cross country meets, and I get so nervous. The first time I did it, I screamed. I was like, "What was that for?" And he starts dying laughing. So now I do it to people.
Is this your story?
This is my
Dum,
story.
dum.
It's the first time that the word "cock" was
These
used.
are especially heinous.
Yeah,
Dum,
my,
dum.
Two of these crimes.
that's a good show. I don't know. I think Criminal Intent is the best. However,
I like the one with Ice-T.
yeah, that's
that's
SVU.
Yeah, like, you know, they talk about how it's really delicate and the matters are particularly heinous. And then they say, let's put Ice-T in there, you know, because he can deal with shit with like a
And then he
delicate
goes,
touch.
wait, he raped someone?
It's just like, yes,
Yeah.
he
In
did.
South Florida?
You're a
At
cop.
knife point?
Have you seen the one? It's
Finn,
the-
you're a
the-
cop in the SVU team.
He also is
How do you not know?
He does not look like a Finn, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, he
They
does.
could-
He looks
Come
like
on.
somebody that would marry Coco Austin.
Yeah, who would do that?
Would you?
Yeah, listen, if anyone who wants me, I'm available.
I haven't
don't-
seen. What does she even look like? I don't even remember.
She and
I used
Did
to
you ever
watch-
see Jennifer Coolidge?
No, I don't think so.
All right, let me get out this. Where's my phone?
While you get your phone.
The sacred text.
Fun fact about the word "cuck": the first time it was used as an insult was in the English Civil War. The parliamentarians would pass out pamphlets to suspected.
Cuckolders.
They'd call them cuckolds.
That's interesting.
Yeah, the English language is fascinating. Hold on.
Coco
You want it?
Austin.
Who wants to control the headphones while I go pet Lulu?
I'll take them.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
That
whoa,
was
whoa, back up.
Whoa, whoa!
And we're going to step over.
It's like we're in a.
Hey, who does man think he is, eh?
Bro, that was like the scene from a war movie where I almost activated a tripwire bomb.
From the Viet Cong. Hey, I'm gonna go make it to pee real quick.
Oh, am I going to have to do a solo episode real
Yeah,
quick?
bro.
That's fine.
Just
I
for
can
a brief
record a
second.
little bit.
I
Yeah,
got five.
that's fine.
Paul. So, what was I gonna ask you?
I don't
you
know.
watch any of the Capitol Hill riot?
Well, if you're going to talk, you should probably sit over here.
Oh, okay, I'll wait. Let me just say hi to my friend.
So, folks, this is a brief intermission here on the podcast. We're just going to take a brief break, and I'll serenade you with more passages from Bill Clinton's memoir, My Life.
If I could find the book.
On Monday, February 15th, I gave my first televised address from the Oval Office. A 10-minute outline of the economic program I would unveil 2 days later to a joint session of Congress. Even though the economy was in a statistical recovery, it was a jobless one, burdened by the quadrupling of the debt in the last 12 years. Since all the deficits were the result of the tax cuts for the wealthy, soaring health costs, and increases in defense spending, we were investing less in the things that make us stronger, smarter, richer, and safer, like education, children, transportation, and local law enforcement. At the rate we were going, our living standards, which usually doubled every 25 years, wouldn't do so again for nearly another 100. Reversing the trend would require a dramatic change in our national priorities, with a combination of tax increases and spending cuts to reduce the deficit and invest more in our future. I said that as I had hoped to pursue this course without asking more of middle-class Americans, or asking more of Monica, because they had borne hardships. She had borne hardships and had been treated unfairly in the previous 12 years. But the deficit had grown far beyond the earlier estimates on which I built my budget proposals for the campaign. Now, more Americans must contribute today so that all Americans can do better tomorrow. However, unlike what had happened in the 1980s, most of the new taxes, I lost my place because I looked up, would be paid by wealthier Americans.
Mr. President.
For the first
Did I say about the time I saw Bill Clinton speak in person? He said that if he could go back in time to meet someone from history, he would have picked Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor of Rome.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then Hillary was there and she said, "Well, I would pick," and then I forget what she said exactly, but it was not as good as saying Marcus Aurelius.
Dude.
But when we think of that, is that I saw that you have The War with Hannibal by Livy, and then you think
Yes,
of classics.
I have a couple of classic.
Future political theorist over here.
I have Cicero's On Government.
Ooh.
I have The War with Hannibal by Livy. I have, I believe, Livy's 1 to 5, the early Roman Empire, or one of the other. It's 3 volumes of Livy. I have 2 of the 3.
Yeah.
And Plutarch. I have Plutarch's essays. I'm generally pretty satisfied with what I've read so far. I've read a lot of what?
With his performance.
I like Plutarch. I've only read a little bit of Plutarch. I haven't started Cicero or Livy, but you know, I like to look like I read. You know, I feel like the dude in what's the name of that book there, where the guy he's like staring across the water at the Green Lantern.
The Great Gatsby.
Oh yeah, that's right, The Great Gatsby. Thank you, Cletus. I appreciated that.
Cletus.
That's just a great Southern name. I don't know.
Cletus.
Well, listen, you know, in The
Jebediah.
Great Gatsby, Jebediah. You'll be Jebediah. He'll be Cletus. Well, you know, in The Great Gatsby, there's that guy who has that big library. I think it's Gatsby himself. All those books.
It
They
ain't
haven't even been opened.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
That's right, Jebediah. You know, he harvests cherries and he sells the cherries. So what we're looking at is how to make cherries, homegrown cherries, harvested by American workers, legal workers, and also subsidized by the United States government, because other countries will send their cherries over here on a subsidy so they're cheaper. But what we need is American-grown cherries that are used by Americans. I don't even know if any of that's
Bruh.
true.
Rippity dippity skippity.
Imagine being named Cletus, though.
Cletus.
Yeah.
Hey, Cletus,
Or
I got
Aberdeen.
the beers.
Jebediah.
Aberdeen.
Even
My-
like Abraham.
My name's
Lincoln.
Aberdeen Washington. I'm a proud American citizen and a terrorist fighter. That's a good song.
And
I love how he's
Terrorist.
fat.
That's
Is he fat?
It's a good. I don't know, but it's a good song.
He should be fat.
Macklemore's only good song, in my opinion.
Whoa, what song is this?
It's called "American" by Macklemore.
Fuck off, dude. Macklemore is a couple of fucking bangers. Ceiling Can't Hold Us.
All right, that's fair. However, I feel like
okay,
that's.
so Macklemore is a meme, but he does have definitely more than a
Yeah,
good song.
I
it's like
disagree.
when we talked about
I
Mumford and
disagree.
Sons, John.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Okay, Mumford and Sons is different. Though.
No, Mumford and Sons is the same thing. Mumford and Sons became a meme, but their first album is pretty,
It's pretty,
fucking
really
yeah,
tight.
it's pretty hot.
I know more, no more.
Yeah, it's a banger.
And then Macklemore had a few good, and then he did Thrift Shop on like that third album. I think it was his third.
Yeah, the heist or whatever. Honestly, that album's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
not so bad.
What's the one where it has
definitely didn't deserve the Grammy over Kendrick. But still,
Well,
like,
yeah, that's what
fine.
I'm salty about. It's not that I don't think he's talented. I just,
Oh,
Sorry.
I just think
I should
Macklemore,
specify.
you know,
please forgive me.
Macklemore's all right.
He's
I'm a
all right.
fan. You know, he played my brother Danny's school before he got big.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the big issue is, do you listen to Kendrick Lamar at all?
I
Like, do you
don't.
know
I
of
couldn't
him?
pick him. I would trip over him
This
if I
would
walked
be like
by
the
him.
equivalent of like. How can I put this?
It'd be like
This would
use
be
classic
wait.
Use
This
classic
would be-
rock
This would
albums.
be like okay.
Yeah,
This would be like Loverboy winning the Grammy over Sgt. Pepper. Like it was
Why?
fucked
Why?
because
No, who lets this happen?
the Grammy.
exactly the Grammys.
How could this
That
happen?
was like the equivalent.
Yeah, it's that was-
Like it's probably full of bangers and it's good.
it's the
but,
Pimp a
like,
Butterfly, right? Over to
no, over to that would have been fucked up. It was over Good Kid, Mad City,
That's a great
which is also
album.
fucked up.
Well, like, and plus, I feel like Kendrick Lamar. I
Like this
can't-
is like a genre-defining album.
Yeah, it's that good. Like,
Yeah.
you get. Listen, if you want to get back into hip hop, we can do a listening party.
It's like
I'll buy you
it's
the
like
vinyl. I
socially
swear to God,
conscious.
it's that good.
I
It's
don't
socially
listen
conscious.
to vinyl that's like new, generally speaking.
I know we can listen to it together.
It's just like you're.
And hold hands and sing.
You understand what I mean, John? Unless an album is created with the sole purpose
Yeah,
of being printed
yeah.
on vinyl, or they've remixed it, and like say there's a CD and a digital release, but then they do
Keep
a
it analog.
Yeah, they do a remix. Not
Yeah, I
remix, but like
totally
they change the level, like the audio levels.
I
and
definitely should stop drinking.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 All right.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Alright.
Calling that audible right now.
All right.
Can someone help me explain to a certain individual that Bernie Sanders is not a socialist and that he's in fact a capitalist? 'Cause don't worry about who
Show
it
me
is.
show me the Instagram.
No, I'm just angry that like
show me the
people think,
Instagram.
people think that on the general sense he's
Down
like a
that
left wing.
massive.
Sneeze. Excuse me. It's,
Are you trying to spread the Delta variant?
probably already have it. Folks, I
That's
know
why I'm
that
here.
there might be some listeners eventually who like or liked Bernie Sanders, and as a former Bernie Sanders fan, I understand where you're coming from. However,
The bigger meme here is that she posted a Brianna Joy Gray tweet. Talk about the grift.
listen, Bernie Sanders is so inept. Like, if he's going to be okay, like, this is going to sound screwed up, but historically, the best left-wing leaders were so radical that they were assassinated. I'm not saying this would happen to anybody. I'm just saying, a lot of Italy's famed socialist leaders were so feared by the establishment that they could not do anything else other than make them go away. Happened to
Yeah.
Aldo Moro in Italy by the fascist group in the 1960s. Happened several times throughout Italy's history and countless times throughout world history because Patrice Lumumba, who wanted to, that's his actual name, that's who Patrice Lumumba, he was the African anti-colonial leader. I mean, again, I'm not a socialist. I'm just saying I respect people who stick to their beliefs in a way that is not, oh, I'm just doing this so I can get 3 houses and like screw off. And because listen, I really used to like Bernie Sanders. I really did. But when you look at the facts, Paul and John, like his ideas are just regurgitated ideas that actual leftists have came up with over the years, and he's using them to prop up a failed congressional career where he passed virtually no legislation, where
He also honeymooned in Moscow during Soviet Russia.
which again, that's his prerogative. I'm just saying, like, if he's gonna pick a team, like I understood that very quickly because like my experience being in college Republicans was not one that was like, a negative experience. The guys,
People are gonna think you're a right winger.
I'm really not. Like I don't have.
I know you're not, but
I know. I'm almost like a post-humanist. I don't want to say I'm like.
you're someone like me. You're just a man without a home.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a nomad, folks. Like, but like my experience, like, I felt just my personal experience that, like, the people. Oh, that looks like you were about to have a fun night, Paul.
I told you I was getting fucking
For those listeners still listening, Paul just put out the rest of the bottle of Cabernet into his.
This is Three Finger Jack,
Yo.
East Side Ridge.
When I saw
Lodi,
myself in the
California.
bathroom, I was really pissed that my teeth are this stained and you guys look normal. We might have to fight later.
Just brush your teeth, bro. I got toothpaste. I brought
you know what
Bro,
the
I
movie-
brought 2 toothbrushes. I could like dual action that shit.
No, you know what the trick is? I have incredibly expensive toothpaste. I'll give you a bottle of it,
What's the
and I
brand?
guarantee you it's
Brand
gonna
Crest?
white. Yeah, one of the Crest.
Sponsored.
I wish I have a Crest. Well, it's twofold, right? Because my toothpaste is not exactly cheap. I used one of the Crests. It's a charcoal, like whitening, anti-plaque formula thing, and then I also have like a $200 toothbrush.
Really?
Yeah,
Man, that honestly must hit different. Though.
I have invested in my. Well, look, if I'm gonna end up in politics, which Lord only
you
knows,
gotta have.
I have to look like
presentation.
Joe Biden with the chiclets. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
his teeth are exceptionally nice for a guy his age.
But you don't know why? They're fake as fuck.
Oh.
He got veneers. You can't tell me he didn't.
Fun fact
Wait,
before
hang
you start.
Wait.
Hold on.
What?
Yeah, you can.
Before we begin on whatever the hell Jay Willie's supposed to tell us, George Washington's teeth were considered to be so nice for his time, but in fun fact, they were made out of ivory made from the tusks of
I
elephants.
thought it was slave teeth.
and then more importantly, slave teeth,
Yeah.
which is very cruel.
Not wood.
Slave teeth, which is very cruel. But
But you tell that to the boomers and they think you're like anti-American.
listen, that's just a brief.
You relax, man. Why?
That was just a brief.
You gotta relax.
That was just
man.
a brief.
You know.
That was just a brief. A brief.
You're getting all
All
nervous.
right. It was a brief bit of American history in the dental area. I mean, presidential teeth is not necessarily the most interesting part of
I have a
presidency.
funny story about dental history.
Okay, before we begin, can we pass this to?
How long is your story? Because mine's just
like
a quick
two,
anecdote.
like the same thing.
All right.
So
No, yeah, go ahead.
And then I'll go off of you
that
because I have
that
something else
girl
I-
I've been talking to, she asked me.
You know we're
I
still
told
recording,
her,
right?
yes.
Yeah, okay,
This is
good.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with it. But
Her name is
I
Carmen
told her-
Electra.
I told her that
Oh,
I.
could you imagine? Why would you get Dennis Rodman sloppy seconds, though? You could do way better.
God damn it! I told her that
It's
I.
like throwing a
I
hot
had-
dog down a hallway.
So to prepare for tonight, for the brandy and wine we're sipping,
now, Brandy,
other shit that we'll eventually drink. I told her that I gulped a few glizzies to prepare for that.
Yeah, you did.
And so
Speaking of hot dogs
she
down hallways.
responds. She responds. LOL. You just like the meats? Winky face. The
Insert,
fuck do I say to that?
insert,
Talk about Arby's. We
Insert-
have the meats.
insert. To say we have to say Arby's. We have the meats. What she? And LOL.
Like that winky face.
I like this person. Who is this?
Icky. Oh wait, no. I
won't reply, but I'm going to type it out.
No,
Oh, well,
no,
because
no,
then
no,
it says,
no,
then
no,
it says you're typing.
no.
Smart man. That says you're typing at that point. Yeah. Sorry.
So,
Why
dental-
don't you text her like a normal person?
Yeah.
Cuz bro.
Yeah,
just chill.
I deleted Snapchat like thousands of years ago.
It was smart of you to get off of Snapchat. But Snapchat's like the only way I communicate with my constituency
Oh,
anymore.
I was gonna say your entire social circle because like that's what it felt like for me. Like it's screwed
I'm
up-
off of Facebook.
It's screwed up my
My Twitter is very small.
Yeah,
and
I might as well delete Twitter, but
like I don't know, man. My Facebook. Well, you doing? I tweet. I'm active on Twitter.
I
Sadly,
barely tweet, and for some fucked up reason, Vincent Curatola follows me and not you, but you use it more than me. I don't understand that.
I don't ever tweet at him. I don't even think I follow him.
I
follow him on
tweeted at him
Instagram.
once and he followed me. I don't know how it happened. I just think it's so funny.
I should have let Tony put you in a
Sensible
box or whatever he says.
What's this? The fucking UN now?
Everyone's got a goddamn opinion.
Everyone's
I
got a
remember the
good
day
deal.
you used to wait in the car.
Oh.
I love
John
that.
Sacramone has some of the best lines.
John Sacramone, great character. Vinny Curatola, not a good dude.
Hey, I just think.
Hey, your personal friend of the podcast.
friend of the podcast. We should have him on.
We, if he would, if he'd have us.
He's very open to that, but I have to figure out how to get him here. I can figure that out. Don't worry about it.
I would do a.
We can
like
track
a-
down. You want to track down me, Vincent Curatola? I'll do
No,
that.
I would do a Zoom
stream.
interview or something.
Like,
That'd be
hi,
easy.
Plus, he's a great actor.
He's a great
He's
actor.
underrated.
You know who I'd like to talk to from The Sopranos?
Lloyd Bravo.
No, Dominic Chianese.
Oh, dude, his voice is like almost as good as. I think it's better than Morgan Freeman's actually.
Yeah.
When he's not acting as Uncle Junior, he's when he's supposed to
Take it easy. We're not making a fucking western here.
Take it easy. We're not making a fucking western here.
Yeah, I just think like because he's been in so much more than you might realize. A couple of.
He's friends with Nas, the
who's
rapper.
Nas?
Yeah, there's a picture. Let me pull it up. It's the best picture. What was
Dominic Chianese is in Godfather Part 2. He plays Johnny Ola.
it? Wow.
Oh.
Dominic Chianese
Oh wait,
is
yeah.
yeah. One by one, all our old friends are gone. Death, natural or not, deported. Hyman Roth is the only one left who made money for his partners. But Dominic Chianese was in that. He was in Dog Day Afternoon. He plays the dad. He was in The Sopranos. I mean,
It's him and Nas.
that's really interesting.
I might want
If you need to charge your phone, there's a charger
Oh,
right there.
that's
You
okay.
can see
I
it.
brought one too, but yeah, totally. I'll
You can
use
see it right there next to on top of my laptop.
Choke you out with this.
Take it easy. We're not making a fucking
it.
western.
I say this to my mom all the time now, when she gets like,
It's a great line.
and she always just listen.
It's like, watch your language.
Take it easy. We're not making it.
So I'm gonna finish the podcast with my dental anecdote, and then we're gonna go watch Casino.
Yes.
Casino.
So
Oh, wow, it's 9:30.
yeah, I know it's
Fine
late.
birdie.
It's late for me, I guess.
Schlein Schlurdy.
My uncle is a relatively big name in the dental game. In the dental
In the game.
He was
In the
working.
rap game.
He was working on getting a patent done in the '80s. I don't know that it ever came to fruition, but Coors had
Dude, I
him.
actually feel sick. Keep
Like
that- keep
Coors
doing that.
flew him out, and he was in Denver, Colorado, and he was in like the nicest hotel in the city, and he was in the penthouse, and there was another person in the penthouse with him, and he's making breakfast. Like, you know, it was like they had like a shared kitchen. He's making
Yes.
breakfast, and the dude comes out the next morning. And I want him to tell me the story because he could do it more justice. But the guy comes out the next morning, and it's David Lee Roth.
Damn.
I shit you not. They were in. Van Halen was in. It might have been when he was a solo act, but I believe it was when he was with Van Halen, probably for the 1985 tour. But in any event, so David Lee Roth comes out. I don't think my uncle knew who he was. Or the way my dad tells the story, my uncle didn't know who he was. And he was asking about, like, what's the security? What's the best back door? He's like, I don't know. You want some eggs or what? Like, just didn't care, which is hysterical. Like, you got Diamond fucking Dave. You could ask him anything. You could get laid if you wanted, And he's just, you want some fucking eggs or what? So
this makes me think of the time I met Malcolm Butler, but that's a story for another day.
yeah. Same with my Heidi Watney story.
You also met Ben Shapiro's sister, right?
What?
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Didn't she go to St. Joseph's?
What?
Abby
Dude,
No.
that'd be wild if she did.
Isn't that
No.
Oh, maybe that's a musician lady you met.
Maybe Abby Shapiro went to the other one that's in New York, not the one in.
No,
Where I
you
went.
met someone who's like a semi-famous musician, right? In St. Joseph's?
First of all, stop saying the college that I went to. Second of all, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's some musician that was like you played guitar with while she was at.
Oh, Olivia Farrellbaugh?
Yeah, isn't she like semi-famous?
I mean, I guess, yeah. We played All Star by Smash Mouth on acoustic. It was pretty sick.
That's fun.
Yeah, she was cool. She was supposed to have a concert up there, and nobody showed up because it was on a Friday night, and people were just partying. So it was literally me, her like husband, and the guy. Like I
Wow.
think that was like her sound
Oh,
dude.
you got friend zone, bro.
I mean, I'll show you a couple photos of this chick. She's beautiful. But
God
she's
bless
also, she was amazing. And we were trying to book her for our spring fling in the spring. But obviously COVID happened.
Yeah, dude.
Because I was going to play a song with her. We were going to do Hotel California.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. We were planning and everything. And it just, obviously COVID and that was that. But she was really fun. And nobody was there. So it was me, the other person that was working, her husband, and her sound guy, and my boss. And that was it. The only people in the entire fucking hall for the concert. So she took out like this pink glittery, like her first guitar. It was an electric thing. It was kind of trashy. She had her acoustic. And we just played together. I have video of it, John. I'll show it to you. It's pretty cool. But we did a solid hour and a half. This was
right,
great,
yeah.
fellas. This
We
was
should get
great.
Kai on the podcast.
Yo, word.
All right, Aiden, you have anything to plug?
Well, hey, if you hear of any,
Oh, you put your Gmail out there. That'd be good.
that's
Get
what I
some
was gonna
tips.
do. So,
He's a writer.
I'm a writer, reporter.
Reporter.
Billy, report the news guy. So yeah,
Billy
if you hear
Newsboy.
for those living in the New England vicinity or wherever, if you're looking for someone to dig deep into some local level corruption, or just want someone to write a story, whether it's content writing, social media, I don't care what it is. If you're trying to get a real professional, your boy is on Venmo. Your boy is on the internet. I've been published. If you want more information on my rates, on what I can do for you and your colleagues, whether it's in content writing or in business writing, or
He'll also write your senior projects.
I
for
will
a
not
decent
do that,
price.
unfortunately. I will gladly proofread it and do some grammatical editing if you need someone to proofread it.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. There's no wink, wink there. I will not. My email is aidenflahertywrites@gmail.com. That's AIDANFLAHERTYWRITES@gmail.com. And yeah, just give me an email if you want me to.
Listen, if they couldn't figure out how to spell rights,
Yeah, they should. Well,
they shouldn't email you.
No, well, listen. That's why they're emailing me, because if they can't figure out how to write, they need someone to write for them.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Enter Aiden Coombs for a 20% discount.
That's actually not a bad idea. I should give them discounts.
Not
John, what's
Aiden Coombs though.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah,
What-
terrible. Jay
don't you-
Willie.
What are you working on musically?
I am a lazy piece of shit, so I have not been working as hard as I should. However,
First of all, you made 5 beats the other night.
However, yes,
that
I
were
did.
all
Are you gonna show them?
bangers.
I did. I can show you guys later tonight.
You're gonna have to drop
But-
one of these on the next pod.
But I've been motivated lately, and I want to get back into it. And I
In the
want to
game, in the
record
rap
some
game.
fucking some vaporwave Midwest
Nebulous-
emo
Nebulous
type
Tracers.
beat
Yeah,
shit.
fucking dirty verse.
Plug your
And-
Bandcamp, bro.
Northern Texas Fantasy on Spotify and Bandcamp and Apple Music.
And before you ask, yes, he is wearing eyeliner.
Old. On the cover, not right now. Just had to put that out there.
Yeah.
Just to save my toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Or you have anything to plug? Other than
Hey,
the podcast?
fellas, let's clink glasses here, all right? Fellas, this was great. Yeah, the only thing I have to plug is my own
Drop
fucking
the accent.
podcast. Hey,
Your own podcast.
Sláinte.
Hey! Oh, Sláinte. Salud.
top of the morning to you.
Folks, it's been a pleasure.
This is not the last you're hearing of these two, unless I get that job, which takes me 2.5 hours north, in which case you won't be seeing them.
The King in the North!
That's me. That's me. Call me fucking Joe Jonas's wife. What's her name again?
Sophie Turner.
So call me
Sansa
Sophie
Stark.
Turner. Call me
Robb
Sophie
Stark,
Turner.
Jon Snow. I'm so disappointed in that show. That's another topic for another day, but oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in George Martin. Vathangul.
Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the free candy. Signing off. And